Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of What You Don't See. Today we're covering a topic for the girlies. Well, I guess for the older girlies. Not older.
More mature.
The more mature girlies. We have three experts here in the field of menopause.
Well, I don't know about experts, but we're going through it.
Well, y'all are going through it.
We are going through
Ingrid and I are not too far away from it.
So we want to learn.
We need to learn, and I feel like the younger girls in their 30s really need to know what to expect.
Right.
So we're going to talk about menopause. What age, if y'all don't mind sharing, what age did it start for each of you?
Me, I believe 41.
41,
40,
okay.
41, 42.
Okay.
I think I started seeing changes like at maybe 38.
38, okay. And
around
Sarah?
there.
Menopause and
Well,
30.
like changes.
Like perimenopause, like the changes where you're starting to kind of get into the hot flashes a little bit.
I still don't have hot flashes.
Oh God, you're
Really?
lucky.
I don't have hot flashes, but I'm always freezing. Like
Everybody's symptoms are different, right?
Right.
Okay, so what age did you start perimenopause? What is perimenopause?
I
pre?
Pre
Pre-menopause.
I stopped getting a period probably 6 months ago.
Okay, so time out. What is that?
So it was late for you, right? Because
Well, yes, because I haven't gotten my body changed when I turned 48, 47 that I could see my body change.
So yours was late.
Yeah,
like later
you're
than
late.
mine.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was but I come from a family that had kids till they're 48. Like all my aunts, you know
Super
what
fertile.
I mean? Yeah, I had my kid at 40.
Yeah.
My last
Yeah.
baby. So I
Okay.
mean I have, you know what?
yeah,
Like that
okay.
gene.
Well, I like that there's such a big difference
big
because it can start as early as your 30s and you're what, 50?
And sometimes I think, because I had triplets, and I think sometimes that maybe sped everything up.
Yeah, maybe.
You had triplets?
Yes, I have triplets.
At what
Yes.
age did you have triplets?
I was 23.
What?
Wow.
Yes.
Imagine being 23, all of a sudden you have 3 kids.
Yeah, it was a challenge.
That's
But
That's
awesome.
all you've
that's all I ever had. Yeah, I didn't want more. Because that was natural, so I was afraid to have more.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure.
I think that sped up my body.
Really?
I think
Why?
so. Well, because I other women who were in their mid to late 30s don't normally start having those changes, and I started seeing changes. I would
I
say
could see.
around 38.
I could see why.
30.
when was your last kid?
28. I was
See,
28 when I had my last one.
Your last one. And I had kids late in life. I my first kid was when I was 28.
Oh, your
My
first
second
kid.
was when I was 38, 37, 38,
And then your last.
and then 40.
And then 40 was your last.
So I think that kids has something to do
With your age?
with your menopause.
Like maybe if you
Because
have
we're not
9
doctors, we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
We're just, based on our,
We're just theorizing here.
Menopause basically means that you stop having your period.
No.
Well, see, I,
Or what is because you mentioned something about
Well, because I had, for me, my period stopped, and then it started back up again.
okay.
And then it stopped, and then it started back
that's
up again.
you start seeing changes.
Right, that's when I
Okay.
started to feel
I
changes.
see what you mean.
And that was probably about I went through that for about a year.
Okay.
On and off, on and off. And then finally, it's actually been 4 months since I haven't had one.
I just hit August 28th was when my anniversary of no period for 1 year.
Wow.
Yes, so I've been celebrating. So now
So you do not, wow.
no more. I hope I don't get it. My doctor said that if I do, then I need to call it. There's something wrong, right?
Oh.
But August 28th, no more.
Celebrated your 1 year of
I
no
cele-
period?
No period.
Hilarious.
That is something huge
That's
to celebrate.
huge.
That
It's
is like.
Yeah, not having a period is amazing.
Yes.
I think we talked about this last year in New York.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, because
getting
I've
that
been looking
flashback.
forward to this. I've been looking forward to get to 50. I don't know why. Like it's been something since I was in my early 20s that I wanted to get to 50, but I wanted to get to 50 and I have like this vision of
what your life was going to be
yes,
like.
and I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm working on getting there.
Well, I think age for women has changed, or getting older has changed.
Yeah.
I think it's more celebrated, and we don't look at it as a negative. And I think maybe back before it was kind of looked at as a negative.
Well,
Well,
back then it was like 35. Oh my God, that's so
Yes.
old.
Well,
And they look
I
old.
also think that women take care of themselves differently
Yes.
than women
Yeah.
from the past.
Right.
Yeah.
So the urge
Millennials,
of-
like for whatever reason, we just look so young.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
you guys
millennials.
do.
Well,
I'm not just like,
I think
I'm
that
not
y'all
a millennial.
started a lot of things earlier than we, like, for example, I just started taking collagen. And I'm sure people in their 20s are already taking collagen.
Yeah, I just started taking collagen a year ago.
Right.
I don't
So
take
barely
it
started
at
taking
all,
care
but
of
I
it.
should
You're how old?
start. Yeah.
35.
So you're doing it a full 10 years before I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
I've been taking it for about
Yeah,
3
and
years.
you're right, because nowadays even, I mean, girls as young as 20 are getting like Botox.
my daughter just
Girls are
turned
getting
22 and wants
Botox at
Botox.
20.
So I'm like, you don't need Botox.
Wait, so how do you take? Do you drink the collagen or how do you take it?
I drink it.
Oh, okay, it's like a powder.
Powder.
Oh,
powder.
okay.
Powder
I put it in my every morning in my tea.
I drink a pill.
Are there pills?
Pills,
Because I'm
yeah.
not good at doing
There's
the powder
pills,
stuff.
yeah.
So I
you
don't
won't
do the
taste it.
powders either. I buy the ones from Love and Lemonade from Lucy. Mm-hmm. It's one of the highest peptides it's got in it. It's amazing.
Where's
and
that?
And she's on 10th Street. A plug for you, Lucy. She's on 10th Street, and she sells this product, and it's I think it's called Image, but it's a little thing like this, and they're little bottles. So you get 30 of them in a box. And so I just throw the little bottles in my purse. I'll just throw bottles in my purse, and then I'll have some at my desk at home. And I
So
have some
that way
at my
you
desk.
always have one.
So that way
yeah.
I'm always around.
Right.
So I just drink one, and I get to my office, and I'm like, oh, I haven't taken mine today. And I
See,
down it
anything
and throw
with
it away.
powder, I won't do because it's so much work.
I won't do it with
It's not
powder.
even the taste. It's just like I'm too lazy to do.
So in the mornings, I take like I'm still Advocare Spark, the energy drink. The ones I have, it's just like it's a little travel thing, the collagen, and I just throw it in there. I don't like scoop or anything.
okay.
It makes it a little easier.
Advocare, that's so.
I'm super old, I
That's my
know.
husband. My husband has those collagen ones. He bought me those.
He does. I still take Advocare.
They're still around.
Yes.
Oh, remember Advocare?
Yeah,
No,
Melissa used to sell
yeah.
it. She loved it. She swore by it.
I haven't seen Advocare, but people who drink Spark are like addicted to it.
I'm addicted to
like
Spark.
they will not stop drinking Spark.
It probably doesn't even do anything for me at this point, but every morning I have it,
I
Do you drink
remember.
coffee?
and I drink coffee,
Oh my god!
which is probably why I have hot flashes. My
That's
heart
true.
rate-
Maybe like cut down on the caffeine. But
Right.
anyway, we're talking about menopause.
So
okay.
what are some tips to? I know there's no way to prevent menopause because it's
Right,
it's
you're
something
gonna
that's
have
gonna
it.
happen.
Yeah.
But do you have any tips? Do you guys have any tips?
Working out.
Healthy habits, right?
healthy
I'm pretty
habits.
sure
Better.
overall healthy
Working
habits.
out.
eating good, where you're not eating junk and putting them into
A
your
lot
body.
of protein. I've been reading on it because Giselle's meals and stuff.
Protein helps
With menopause, yeah.
menopause?
Apparently,
Oh,
diet-wise.
maybe that's why, because I eat meat.
That's all you eat is
Exactly.
meat.
All I eat is meat. I don't
Diet-wise, you're
Like
supposed to eat a lot of
red
protein.
meat, pork, chicken,
Chicken,
fish.
like,
I mean, I eat.
protein.
I
meat.
need
She's a protein
meat.
girl.
That's
Yeah.
good. No?
Protein girl.
Yeah. But that's, maybe that's why.
I was going to recommend getting your hormone levels checked. I think that so.
We were talking about.
That's a good tip.
Is that a blood test?
Yes.
Is it a
So
blood thing?
another plug. I go to Restore Wellness with Steve Martinez. He's
yeah.
he's awesome, and he does more. It's like
holistic.
holistic.
Yeah,
it's
holistic.
holistic. But what we do is I go get my hormones checked, and
Are they still here?
he moved on. He's over on.
Oh, he just moved locations, right?
Yes, yeah. But that tells you too, because I'll give you another example. I was feeling sluggish. I was like, I do the hormone replacement. So I do the testosterone pellet, and I was like, I know I need it done. So I went and did my blood work. I met with him when the results came in. I was like, hey, I'm here so I can get my pellet. He said, well, wait a minute. Your results are great. So something else is going on. Your testosterone levels are fine. Maybe it's your vitamin. So we had to kind of assess it. It wasn't that my hormones were off. It was maybe my body wasn't converting it the right way or using it the right way. So it's also kind of, you have to really know how you feel, what your results are. Are you
Does
taking the right vitamins?
Sorry. Does he offer something else besides pellets? Because I hear that with
Yes.
pellets, they have to cut you a little
They
bit,
do.
put it in, and you still get the little scar.
You can do, and there's multiple options. For now, I'm
I
doing.
didn't know it was like that.
I don't do pellets.
I do. So for now, that's what I'm doing. But they do offer. There's other options. You can do a cream. You can do a shot. I don't know if there's anything oral you can. I'm sure there's something oral you can take.
Ingrid can tell. I'm like,
Shot, I want shot. I don't
they
want
cut you.
I don't
They
want
insert a pellet.
For the pellet, yes.
Yes, they cut
And
you
you
a
have a
little.
scar.
You get scar tissue. Yes.
Yes.
It's in your butt.
Ooh.
Mogs is like, I want to wear thong bikinis, so I'm not
So I'm
gonna
gonna
do
be 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are other options. That's just the one I do.
Okay, I am gonna ask you all to be vulnerable here, and you don't have to be. But what was the most shocking symptom of menopause that people don't talk about? Like, what was the most shocking symptom for you? Start with Magda. Or maybe you just had normal symptoms. But like, what happened to you that you were like, oh my God, I did not expect this, you know?
I would start bleeding out of nowhere.
From down there.
Yes.
Okay, like not during your period.
Not during my period. So that was kind of scary. So I went to go get checked. It's like, well, I think you're starting your journey. That and those hot flashes.
Yeah.
Sweating at night to where you're touching your body and it's like puddles of sweat.
Oh my goodness.
You have to, I've taken showers in the middle of the night because it's just, you're just never comfortable.
Getting not taking a shower.
I hope I never get hot. I hope I never get hot flashes.
Okay.
I was.
So what? Okay, the bleeding part. So it was not during your normal period, and you would just start bleeding.
I would just start bleeding.
Okay, so that's something I didn't know about.
Yeah.
What about you? Was there anything shocking that you went through?
I think it's all shocking because you're just not even thinking about. Again, I didn't have conversations with anybody about any of this. But then again, you saw it happen a little while ago, right? I'm sitting here, and all of a sudden I just start sweating, and it's like I can't control it.
Yeah.
like it literally just has to pass.
Yeah.
and that sucks.
Okay.
So that's just a very inconvenient. And then the night sweats is. I mean, I would say most nights I have it. There's some night if I don't have it, it's like, wow, I didn't sweat tonight.
Yeah.
I'll literally change my shirt sometimes twice.
Is there anything you can do to help with night sweats?
I think it's back
Maybe
to
the
hormones.
sheets, certain sheets.
I bought the sheets.
Cotton?
Yes.
Right.
I have a fan. Nothing really works. You just have to go through
It's
it.
your
Yeah.
body.
It's your
It's
body.
not even about the room.
The
It's-
environment, right?
No.
And
it's
it could
your
happen
body.
anywhere. Like it just happened to you right now. I've been having I've gone out having lunch with a friend and all of a sudden I'm just turning red.
Really?
And I can feel the mustache and sweat. And I have to walk away because and you just wait for it to go away, then you come back.
How
and-
long does it last, more or less?
5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I already sweat enough as it is. I don't want to, like, I sweat all the time.
you sweat.
You see me, so I'm a
Remember
sweater.
Miami?
I'm a sweater too, though.
I
about
am a
mood
sweater.
swings?
Not.
Yeah.
So
You're
I
not a
remember
sweater?
my mom going through the menopause, and holy shit, like the mood swings
mood
were
swings?
crazy. Yeah, my mom.
I've gotten those.
I don't think I have
Yeah,
those
no,
things.
it might have been
Guys,
just my
have I
mom
gotten
having a
mood
bad mood.
swings? Let me ask my staff.
I don't think
And
so.
then men also have
I don't
andropause, right, or something like that. Men also get this.
Oh,
Do
they get those mood swings all the time.
I don't know.
I don't know what they get term-wise, but I know men's testosterone levels also decrease.
Drop, yeah.
So I know a lot of men who are also on the hormone replacement, the testosterone therapy and all of that.
Sarah, what was your most shocking symptom, if any? Because you didn't have hot flashes, so did you
I
have
don't have
any?
hot flashes, and I hope I don't get them. I don't have. The only thing I would say is that when I would get my period, it was very heavy.
Heavy.
Heavy flow.
Heavy. Like you'd
See,
have
what's
to
funny
change.
is I think, and again, I think it's back to whoever the individual is because I've never had a heavy period ever.
Like, just
my whole life. I never
Yeah.
had.
It's just
So
every
it just
person's
really depends.
different.
Every person, everybody's different.
Everybody.
I've heard that vaginal dryness is a symptom.
Oh, that was a shocker too. Thank you for reminding.
Yeah.
Yes, I went through it for a little while, and for like 2 months, and I haven't gotten it again. But it was a shocker. I was like, what the fuck is going on? ChatGPT, answer questions now.
Yeah, I
And-
feel like that's one of the symptoms that people don't talk about, but I've read about it, and I'm like, more women should talk about it.
Thank you for reminding
You know
me,
what I
but
mean?
yes.
Like, so that, young girls aren't like shocked when they're like, okay, now
I
I know
wonder
what this
if
is.
because I eat a lot of protein.
I think you're just like a freak of nature.
Well, I've always eaten a lot of meat.
Yeah. I mean that in a good way. Like, you're like,
No, I mean
When you say that, do you like not eat vegetables? Is that
no,
what you-
I eat a little bit, but if the plate doesn't have meat, I won't eat.
She
Like-
needs her animal protein.
I need protein.
That's
it's
so
just
good.
what she like always wants. You know what I mean? Do you have like a certain thing that you always
Bread.
want? Me, I'm carbs too. I'm always
Bread, yeah.
If there's no carbs on the plate, I'm like, I don't want this. You know what I mean? Whereas with her, it's like there's no meat on the plate. She doesn't want it. You know?
Yeah. I wish I were like that.
Me too.
Because I have to like keep myself from eating carbs.
Yeah.
but I prefer carbs.
That's my preference, 100%. Like
Trying to
carbs.
think what is mine. I just eat everything.
You like everything.
I like everything.
You're
Yeah.
a foodie though.
Yes.
You're like G.
Yes.
she's a foodie.
Yes. We like make love to our food.
Yeah.
You do.
And
the way that you prepare your food is like a whole ritual.
Yeah.
And
And
she
for
makes
me-
it look so good.
And then I do like a little happy dance.
yeah.
Whenever I'm about to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And I had no idea I would do that. And all of a sudden people started telling me, it's like, you dance when you're about to eat. I'm like, do I? And then now I do catch myself. I'm like,
That's funny.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I do that when I see meat.
Really?
Yeah, I get super excited when I see
And
meat.
are your blood work, is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like you don't have
But
like
my daughter is just like me. I don't eat breakfast. I don't get hungry till about 12:31.
Mm-hmm.
I don't eat late.
your daughters are like that too?
My second daughter is just like that. She eats the same way I do.
Okay. So, I mean, I think sure there's so much that goes into diet. What you eat probably has a lot to do with menopause, genetics.
You know what I started doing that I saw a huge change in my body for the benefit of it? Weightlifting.
Oh, that's,
yeah, weightlifting
is
too.
amazing.
It's amazing.
What do you mean? Like,
I started lifting. I've always been somebody who exercises,
Right,
and
but
It's rather than cardio.
Right.
to break,
Right.
to be, like I was telling you, I don't know if I said during this or earlier, how I saw my estrogen levels were high, so my fat content was higher, and I didn't understand all of the genetics and dynamics and all of that, how it works. Well, I started working out with a trainer. It's been almost 2 years now, I guess, and my body changed because I started to build more muscle, which burns the fat,
Right.
and then with the hormone balancing of the hormones, and so that's how my body started to change.
yeah.
But you were asking earlier, like, what did I see? And I was like fattier, like my fat content was higher all over. And I think it was a
Skinny fat.
mix. I was skinny fat. Well, I'm not saying I'm not, but yes, I was what you call skinny fat.
Yeah.
And it was because my estrogen was too high. I wasn't lifting weights, and so I would recommend
Yeah.
as you're getting older,
Yeah.
weight
Weight
lifting.
training
in
is
your
weight training.
20s, even in your
amazing.
20s. And my doctor told me that weightlifting in your 30s, and I don't mean like heavy, but like
Right.
working with weights actually helps with like osteoporosis
Yes.
in like your 80s, and like it's just there's so many health benefits to like
Pilates. Pilates
weight.
is super
Yes.
good.
And
Yeah.
it's not heavy. It's
It's
just
not
a matter.
heavy.
It doesn't need to be
It's a matter of
heavy.
doing
It's-
repetitions.
Yeah.
Movement
Right.
repetitions.
And it's that mobility. So I incorporate it because I'm about to get 50. So the last year I've been incorporating mobility exercises. So now I stretch, I do my workout, and then I do 15 minutes of
mobility.
yes. I always include. I don't do a lot of cardio, right? But I do more weights, and then I do 15 minutes of mobility, and I stretch. My son makes fun of me. He's like, "You're like all over the place, right?" But
That's good. You
yes.
need to stay mobile. You
I
need to
need to
stay
stay mobile.
You
and
need
like
to stay mobile and
being able to
mobility
balance
exercises.
and like balancing exercises, all that is so important getting into like your later years. Your
Exactly.
quality of life is going to be so much better if you put in the work now
exactly.
and start healthy habits now, like lifting weights. I can't eat healthy. I wish I could eat healthy, but you
Okay.
should be eating healthy.
That's my downfall.
That's
But
my
you eat
struggle
meal
too.
Don't you have meal preps? You said you
I
bought
do,
meal-
and I was just telling them I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of meal preps, and I'm begging Ingrid to cook for me because that's
Starting
how.
Monday, guys.
Yeah, we're starting Monday. Y'all heard it. If we haven't started by the next episode, they're gonna attack you.
It's gonna be your fault.
It's gonna be your
Just
fault.
make double
We're
what you-
starting Monday.
Just make double what you make for G, right?
I love
She
the
doesn't like
bootable.
anything.
Yeah,
She doesn't like anything.
Yeah, I. You were saying that she doesn't like beets. She doesn't like
hummus and
hummus. I love hummus. I love beets. I love
eggplants.
all of it. I love
I love
eggplant.
eggplant.
So if I
love
would do, I
hummus.
would want all that.
The bootable, oh, so good. Anyway, back to menopause, guys.
but yes,
So
mobility.
okay, so share all three of you, your number one tip for young women or women who are about to go through menopause. I know we've
Embrace
shared
it.
a lot of tips, but that's a good one that we haven't
Embrace
shared.
it. Embrace it because it's part of the journey.
Yeah.
And you want to go through it, like trying to figure it out and making yourself feel good. So to me, the way I embraced it was, I'm going to work out more. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do Pilates because now I'm getting extra fat here. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna do my collagen. So it's embracing it and just going through it.
Yeah, I
And
think
try new things, whatever works for you.
something that you mentioned was like age. The concept of age has changed a lot over the years, where now it's not like as disgusting to be like in your 40s or 50. You know what I mean? Like it used to be like, oh, she's like, even 30. I feel like was like too old. You know, like back in the days, like 30
It's
was
because of how our image. Look at the Golden Girls.
I've been
Those
thinking
women
about
were in their
those, yeah, I've been
50s.
Why did they look so old?
Because that's the way that women looked at that age during those times.
One of them was 39.
Right.
But back then that was normal.
That was a normal way to mature.
Like-
right? Like they just like there was no working out, no letting your hair, that
yeah.
women had to have short hair. There was a comment somebody made that said if you're an older woman and you have long hair, it was like not
classy
or something like that. And it's not like that anymore. Look at Sex and the City.
Yeah.
In their 50s in Sex and the City compared to Golden Girls.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy
Yeah,
comparison.
that's a good comparison.
I know. But I thought Sex and the City, they were in their 30s.
Yeah, but they're in their 50s when
Well, Samantha was older.
Samantha was older.
And she
yeah.
was going through the whole menopause.
I remember that.
She had the
Now-
yams.
She had the
Yes.
What are the yams?
That you eat yam and it helps you with your hormones.
Really? Oh.
Yam.
Is that true?
I've never seen
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never tried.
Yeah, they have pills that they make with yam.
That's
in
funny.
it
Oh, okay.
that you can
So
take for
yam is
hormones.
sweet potato, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what
so
yam
I'm
is.
going to start eating sweet potato.
And you didn't
Sweet
have
potato
those
is very
sweet
good for you.
And I love potato, any form of potato. So
I could eat some French fries right now. For some reason, I'm really hungry.
sweet potato French fries.
Sweet potato French fries.
But yeah, I feel like you have aged so gracefully, and you're
House
still
wine.
young, by the way. I'm not saying you're old, but like you've aged gracefully. Sarah has aged You're still very young. Like it's not like a bad thing to get older.
No, not
You
at
know,
all.
and like I know I've mentioned this a lot, but like one of my mom's friends is like 80, and she like has a boyfriend that she just started dating, and like he's like in love with her. So don't settle for this is a whole other topic.
Don't assume age is something.
Yeah, don't
because
assume age is a bad thing.
They like
you
Colonel
know?
Sanders. He sold his chicken thing in his 50s, started up another business, sold that in his 60s. I mean, he lived, I don't know how old he lived to be, but he was doing businesses and selling and making money after 50.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do y'all have any other tips, menopause tips, or do you think
I would
we
just say
covered-
listen to your body because
Yeah.
everybody's
Your body.
symptoms are going to be different.
Yeah,
listen
that's
to your
something
body.
I don't do. I'm not in tune with my body. Like people like ask me certain things. I'm like, I don't know. I guess I just don't listen to my body. You know, and I don't know if it's because I'm like anxious all the time or what. But
No, it's your age. You get to an age where, and you're still good, where you're like, okay, things are changing.
Yes.
Now I'm feeling a little different. So you start being more in tune and you start caring about what people think. It's so weird.
start or you stop.
You stop. You stop.
stop.
Yeah, you stop. Did I say start?
I don't know.
I don't know. You stop caring about what people think and you just start focusing on you. It's so weird. It's so weird how our mindset even changes
Well,
as we're getting to menopause.
Yeah. They say the youth is wasted on the young, right?
I know.
In some ways, because as you get
Yeah.
older, you stop caring so much. But by then,
it's like
your body's still on the down.
It's like I was looking at my kids and I was having a conversation with a friend and I was like, man, have my knowledge.
I know.
And to be that age.
I know.
What I could do. You know what I mean?
know.
But I'm not.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. But I love it. I mean, I don't ever wake up and be like, oh my God, I'm just wake up and get dressed and
I never
you
feel
but
never-
I've always listened to my body. I've
Yeah.
listened to my body since I was young. Like my body will tell me you need to eat some bananas. And then I'll just stuff myself with bananas for like 2 months. And then I'm like, okay, I don't want bananas anymore.
Really?
I always research.
I go
I'm like,
through
why am I
videos.
craving? And
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Google.
What am I craving? Why am I craving it?
Yeah.
What am I lacking?
What vitamin, what mineral, yeah. Any little like hurt in the knee, I'm like, okay, can I still twerk?
I stopped,
stretch more.
I stopped taking sugar after 7 o'clock at night. So now I don't
yeah.
crave sugar as much during the day.
Huh.
But I'll eat, I used to have my mangoes, my watermelon, even some ice cream late at night. Now after 7, unless I'm out at a restaurant and the dessert is really good.
And why
I'm
did you
not.
stop doing that?
Because I read somewhere where it helps you kill the craving during the week because so that's something that happened with my menopause is going on is
Cravings?
I started craving sweets. And I don't like, I wasn't into sweets, but all of a sudden I'm snacking on ice cream at night. I'm snacking all kinds of stuff. That's not good for me. So I put a stop to that about a month ago. I wake up with more energy. And I started eating healthy in the mornings. So I'm having a light breakfast so I don't get hungry and I'm not desperate to go to Whataburger and just pick up whatever. So like I'm playing with what works for me. But yeah, sugar. I started drinking martinis instead of old fashions.
See, I don't do mixed drinks because I don't
just
like
drink
the
straight
sugar.
liquor.
I'd rather have a straight scotch or a straight tequila.
I think we're good.
Right?
Did you say you too?
I think I'm starting to, yeah.
Yeah, because the cocktails are like so sugary and then like.
Honestly, I'm like you said, I'm really having a hard time with the sugar now. It's like so strong to me now, especially in the cocktail mixers and all of that. So I just drink mimosas now.
Well, that's a lot of
Minus
sugar,
the orange juice.
Minus the orange juice.
Splash of OJ.
A little
Straight
splash.
champagne.
Just waft,
straight
waft
champagne.
it. Waft the orange juice in there.
My
Don't
to-go is
splash.
martinis.
I haven't stopped drinking wine as much because I used to
Yeah,
love
that's a lot of
glass
sugar.
red wine.
That's
I
a
didn't realize how much sugar
lot
was
of
in red
sugar.
wine.
So now I
Yeah.
drink red wine maybe once every 3 weeks. Maybe once every 3 weeks.
I quit with my beer. Every once in a while I'll have a beer.
I like to have beer when I'm on
Yeah.
the boat.
Oh yes, me
the best
too. It is.
Anyways, I think we need to
Anyway.
close.
Yes.
Menopause.
Thank you guys for being vulnerable with the audience and for sharing your own personal experiences and stories. I'm sure that a lot of young girls are going to benefit from all of this, and it's something that everybody should talk about, not be kept in the dark. So thank you guys for sharing with us, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.